Y'all, I have gained 12 pounds and I was not happy about it. But instead of spiraling, as I normally do, I got strategic. And so I started an anti-inflammatory diet. And just in 2 weeks, I've lost 5 pounds. So let's talk about what that actually means, what I'm eating, and what I cut out of my diet. Hey Love family, it's your girl Shika J Love and welcome back to my channel where we do everything with love and not shame because the journey is about progress and not perfection. So again, today's video is focused on me pairing my GLP-1 with an anti-inflammatory diet. So I'm going to break down what is an anti-inflammatory diet, what are some foods that can inflame you, what are some foods that will reduce inflammation in the body, and how I'm staying consistent with this. So if this interests you, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and leave a little comment. I respond, I talk back. Okay, so first things first, what is an anti-inflammatory diet? So it's not a diet in the sense of the trendy word, right? This is a lifestyle that consists of eating more healthy fat, more minimally processed foods, whole foods, plant-based. It aligns with the Mediterranean diet if you all have heard of that. The foods that you consume reduces chronic inflammation in the body, and we know if you know anything about being chronically inflamed, that can contribute to weight gain, fatigue, hormonal imbalances, bloating, joint pain, and insulin resistance. So I'm going to put a list here on the screen of foods that are anti-inflammatory. As you can see, this list consists of vegetables, fruit, healthy fats such as avocados, olive oils, nuts, and seeds, proteins such as eggs, lentils, yogurt, and beans, and if you do consume meat, fish, salmon. But since I am vegetarian, I will be focusing more so on what I've been eating and the vegetarian side of things. So now that we know what foods are anti-inflammatory, let's put up a list of foods that are inflammatory, that causes us to be fatigued and low energy and weight gain and bloated and puffy feeling and very heavy. So we can see some highly processed foods here, fried foods. We love fries, we love fried chicken, we love fried tofu. We got refined sugars, white breads, refined flour, processed meats, excessive alcohol, and sugary drinks. Now, in this list here, my thing was the processed meats. And when I decided to go anti-inflammatory 2 weeks ago, I was like, okay, Shika, what are you going to do? What are you going to eat besides Impossible Burgers or black bean patties from Morningstar or the buffalo chicken bites from Morningstar? Because those are my staples in the house. I do consume tofu, and sometimes I eat the vegan bacon just to add a little saltiness and crunch to alongside my eggs and my fruit and things like that. But when I decided again to go anti-inflammatory 2 weeks ago, I said, Shika, these things have not served your body well. You see it on you. You see the puffiness in your face. My sinuses has been acting up because of all of the chemicals and the sugars and whatever they use to create these faux meats. It has not been doing well with my body and my pH balance. I'm going to be honest with you all. So when I decided to let that stuff go, I really had to get creative because those faux meats were a staple in my diet. And let's be clear here, I'm not demonizing food. Honey, I love food like the next person, okay? I have a food addiction and I've been struggling with that for years. So me getting on the GLP-1, me, dibbling and dabbling in various diets, me being in the gym and then me binge eating, all of this is in a line I'm not demonizing foods. I'm just being very intentional with what I consume. Again, we only get one temple, one body. Let's try to treat it nicely. Let's try to keep this thing a well-oiled machine, honey, so that it can take us into our later years in life and we won't have chronic inflammation. We won't have, certain ailments that are brought on from eating a certain way. So now let's talk about what I've actually been eating. So I'm gonna put here on the screen some meals that I have prepped. I have grown accustomed to eating the same things and I'm okay with it. So I've been eating a lot of sweet potatoes. I've been eating riced cauliflower, asparagus. I do this mixed vegetable mixture, which, you get the frozen bag of, it's like peas, green beans, and carrots. So I've had that, but I've been adding in some frozen cut okra to it as well. I will saute that up with my seasonings, of course, because just because we anti-inflammatory does not mean we took away the flavor, okay? We did not take away the flavor, family. Still flavorful, but less of the oils and the butters and all of that. What else have I been eating? I've been eating a lot of boiled eggs. I have had boiled eggs for breakfast, and then I would put more boiled eggs in my meal prep along with my, sweet potatoes and asparagus and all of that as a source of protein. I have been making these beautiful charcuterie plates filled with grapes and grape tomatoes and the Siggy's whole simple ingredient yogurt drizzled with raw honey, raw and unfiltered honey, along with some olives that are stuffed with garlic, blackberries, and raspberries. So I'll put a picture of that on the screen. That has been my breakfast. Sometimes it's been my snack. But what I find is that me eating these whole foods like this, I'm actually very satiated. And the fullness, it's like the GLP-1 has been reactivated. Because if you've watched any of my other videos, I was telling you all about how I don't feel like the GLP-1 is no longer, I don't feel like it's working for me anymore. I feel like, I'm injecting water, and I didn't think that, I thought that my body has grown immune to the GLP-1. But what I'm finding is that, and this is no secret, like this isn't a shocker, this isn't like some new revelation, but when you actually consume whole foods, minimally processed, simple ingredients, your body actually feels full longer. And it's not newfound information, but it just actually clicked for me. And I feel so relieved because it's been a few months where I have not been eating right. I have just been eating more Doritos and other chips, fried vegetables, fried foods, cakes and pies and Little Debbie's and all of this. And it gets like this for me, where I go months of binging and just tired of dieting, tired of being good, tired of doing the right thing, and I just spiral. And the GLP-1 has kept me up until now, where it's like, okay, well, you want to eat those things. Let me show you, basically. So I gained those 12 pounds. Now, was it a true 12-pound gain? Who's to say? It could have just been, like I said, the inflammation. My body was holding on, storing all of that fat, sugars, and all of that. No matter how hard I worked out, no matter how many 2-a-day workouts I did, no matter how long I walked outside and hiked and all of that, it didn't matter because my diet and my movement were not in alignment. Okay. And we all have heard you cannot outwork out a bad diet. And sure enough, my body reacted to what I was eating and not the movement that I put in every single day. So again, anti-inflammatory is not a new concept. All of this is not a new revelation for me, But it's just finally clicked that Sheikah, this is what you need to do in order to get your body back right. So why is this anti-inflammatory diet actually working for me? It's working because it's minimally processed. It's whole foods. It's eating things in their natural states. I'm not cooking my vegetables to death to the point where I've cooked all of the nutrients and vitamins out of them. I'm steaming them. I'm oven roasting them. They still have that crunchiness to them. They're not soft and soggy. I am getting more fiber, more natural fiber in from the vegetables, which equals better digestion. My blood sugar is stable, which is decreasing my cravings for the little Debbie cakes and all of that, right? I'm getting more micronutrients, which is giving me better energy. And y'all know that I am anemic, but it's only been 2 weeks, but man, what a great 2 weeks it's been, because I can definitely see that I'm sleeping better now. I don't have to force and fight myself to go to sleep. Around about 8 o'clock, yeah, I'm yawning because it's like my body isn't fighting against all of the processed things that were in it before. Like, I've been thoroughly cleaned out. I have been going to the bathroom extra regularly, because I'm regular, but extra regularly. So you pair your eating with drinking your water. And I've been consuming a lot of herbal teas because I'm not drinking coffee after 3 o'clock. So I'm drinking a lot of herbal teas, which aid in the digestion, along with water, along with eating my fiber, eating my micronutrients, and that all equates to me having better movement in the bathroom. And I love that for me. I'm also consuming less sodium because I eliminated the sodium that would have been in the faux meats. As good as an Impossible Burger is, if you look on the back, they are high in sodium. They're high in sodium, along with the other things, the man-made ingredients that are put into them to make them taste so good, the sugars and the fats and all of that makes it taste so good, darn near addictive. So my body has done a lot of purging, and I love that. I feel lighter. I feel healthier. I feel leaner. I'm looking at myself, and I'm starting to see the puffiness going down in my face, because baby, it was getting back round, honey. I'm seeing my belly flattening, because I'm gonna put a picture up. The way my belly is, it's like it has this hump at the top and then it flattens down. And I don't know where that came from. I don't know if it's when I was pregnant, and after you have a baby, they press your stomach down to try to get all your organs back where they need to be and stuff. I don't know if I wasn't pressed enough, or because I didn't wear what you call them, fuhas? What's the things the ladies wear either after surgery, cosmetic surgery, or after you have a baby? Anyways, I didn't wear those. So maybe that's why I have the hump at the top and then it flattens down for my stomach. Like I said, I got a picture here on the screen. But I'm starting to see that kind of go down. I'm seeing it go back down because of my stomach and my body being able to process and get the nutrients from the foods that I'm consuming. So me losing 5 pounds in these 2 weeks is a mixture of, the inflammation going down, water weight, and fat loss. And I know that because I do have my scale that I get on, and I've been looking at from where I started and from where I am right now. I've been looking at the difference of, the water weight and the fat and all of that stuff, the comprehensive scale that I have. In addition to me eating better, getting my water, drinking my herbal teas, whole foods, all of that, I have been taking supplements. Now, I want to be clear. I truly believe we should be able to get all of our supplements from the food that we consume. However, if we cannot do that, supplements are a great option. Are they the go-to? No. But are they here to aid and assist us? If we can't get it from the food that we eat, I'm all here for it. So I'm gonna put a picture up here of the supplements that I take that aid me in overall wellness. Again, because I am vegetarian, I don't get all of my protein or all of the nutrients that I need because I don't eat meat and don't plan on eating meat. So I take a vegan multivitamin. I take CoQ10, which is supposed to help with cellular energy and reduce inflammation. I take Ollie Bloat, which again reduces the inflammation and gets that bloat down, just in case, like when I have coffee. I still consume my silk creamer. I know. I still consume my silk creamer in the morning when I have my Yeti cup of coffee. I take a bloat pill because of all the chemicals, the gums, and all of that that's in the silk creamer. I take an Ollie Bloat to help combat that. And again, I do drink the herbal teas that help with the digestion, inflammation. I do like lemon herbal teas, ginger teas. I do wildflower teas from the brand Bigelow. Favorite brands, and I'll put that up here as well so you all can see. I do the ginger peach tea. And they're all just so delicious, great on their own. If you want, you can add some raw, unfiltered honey to it. Splenda, if that's, your thing. I like Splenda too, child, so ain't no judgment here. You want to put a little Splenda in there, or you want to put some raw sugar in the raw in there just to sweeten it up just a bit now, just a bit. Because we don't want to take away from the purpose of drinking the herbal teas, you know what I mean? But so delicious. I stopped drinking coffee after 3 p.m. throughout the week anyway. So when 3 p.m. hits, and I love hot, soothing drinks. That's part of the reason why I love coffee. But I just drink my herbal teas with water. And baby, I'm running to the bathroom left and right because it's herbal tea. It's non-caffeinated and it's herbal tea. So it's good to me. Let's remember with the supplements do not outwork poor eating habits, but they do aid in your great eating habits or good eating habits. So let's remember that too. All right, family. So we've talked about what an anti-inflammatory diet is and how it kind of aligns with the Mediterranean diet. And we've talked about what I've been eating. I've showed you all pictures. And, we've recognized that my 5-pound weight loss in 2 weeks has been a mixture of the inflammation going down, fat loss, and water weight. Now that we've covered all the bases, we talked about supplements and how they can aid you in your good eating habits, and supplements should be second to you getting your nutrients from whole foods. We talked about all these things. And so at this point, I want to be clear. I don't feel like I had to fix myself per se, but I did have to adjust my strategy. Again, I didn't have to fix myself. I just had to adjust my strategy. And if you've been on a weight loss journey for all your life, or the GLP-1, or, you've been trying various diets, again, all your life, we know that we have to adjust. If something doesn't work, we have to pivot. We have to make little tweaks here and there if our body becomes used to what we've been doing. So I want you all to look at this from the perspective of, I'll try that, or I'll consider that, and not like, dang, something else I need to do. I need to fix myself. All right, family. So that is it for this video. If you are on a GLP-1, if you are trying to get your hormones back in balance, or just trying to feel better in the skin you are in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the content, family. Let's grow the love, family. Let's continue to have transparent conversations about our bodies, GLP-1s, weight loss, family, whatever you all want to talk about. Leave a comment below. I do talk back, family. All right, that's it. I will see y'all in the next one, okay? Remember, let's do everything with love and not shame, because the journey is about progress and not perfection. All right, y'all take care. Mwah. Bye.